Hello po, welcome to Mommy Loves Gardening. I would like to show you something here, and this is the problem that I'm having right now with my orchids. Okay, what actually happened, I checked on my orchids, and after I pulled this up, I happened to see a lot of snails. Ayan po. And not only that, there were eggs. So, don't get deceived by the flowers that you see. We really have to check every now and then what's going on with the roots, especially when we put the orchids in the pot. Okay, because you really don't know what's going on underneath with the roots. So like this one, you see it's really doing well with 7 spikes and a lot of flowers, but actually it started something here with the problem of having snails. You see that one? You see that? There. And those are eggs. I'll show you clearly. Those are eggs. Those are snail eggs. So if I'm not going to rescue this, if I'm not going to transplant this, in 2 months it'll stop flowering and this bottom here will start rotting. So that's what happened to my previous orchids. And so you might be wondering how come when I put my orchids inside the pot, suddenly it's not doing well, because inside the pot, when the weather changes, it become rainy days. It's been raining for a few days or for even a couple of days, so the water stuck up, and this what happened. The snail attacked and they make their house here. So there. So the best solution, I think, and also to avoid repotting them every now and then, is to hang them on a trunk. And this is best to avoid water retention on the roots. For now, I'm going to take out all these bad roots. We're going to take out these bad roots. I'm going to cut them off. And then I'm going to wash it out. And I'll try to see how am I going to tie this up on a tree trunk that we just made. Okay, so there. So ayan po yung mga pieces of tree branches that we're going to use. Okay, so these pieces of woods that you see were collected just nearby our house, because we're actually near the jungle here. So what my husband did, he cut it off into 1 to 1.5 foot long, so that we could have enough for the 10 orchids that I wanted to transfer here. Okay, so my husband is tying it up now, and we're actually using an abacus string here. We got it from DIY or Mr. DIY. We have it in Philippines. You may check it out there. Okay, so abaca is tough, so it's just nice to use for this. Now you need to find the hardest stem of an orchid, because that's what you're going to tie up on the wood. And you tie it 2 inches high from the bottom of the orchid, because that's the hardest part of the stem. So you see that here, how my husband tied it up. Ayan po. So again, 1 hanggang 2 inches po ang taas ng pagtatalian nyo ng orchid, ng sanga ng orchid magmula sa ugat niya, at hanapin nyo po yung pinaka strongest o pinaka hardest na trunk ng orchid. Ayun po yung una nyong itali, kasi siya yung strong. And you don't include the new shoots, because ayan, baby pa po siya, it's very sensitive, and it's soft. So as you see here, my husband did not included that one trunk there with the young leaves. Now you might be worried of the roots hanging just like this, but actually orchids are aerial. So they used to grow wild, just hanging by the trees. It was actually us who recreated them by putting them in the pots or even hydroponics so that they are well arranged or even look better or more beautiful in our eyes. Okay, one more thing I would like to remind you is to not to cut the trunk of an orchid if it's still hard, green and hard, even though without leaves, because sometimes it happens that the one that will be left to be a trunk but no leaves. Ayan, kasi po natatanggal yung leaves, minsan may naninilaw. So it's normal. Napagdadaanan ko ng almost all the orchids yan. So it's normal. As long as they are roots and healthy part of an orchid, just take care. It is going to grow new shoots, new trunks. So again po, kapag may nakita po kayong walang dahon na trunk, you don't cut it off because it serves as the battery of an orchid. Now this one is my dancing lady. I cut off the slightly bad part of my dancing lady, the other side. So I would like to propagate one here so that I'll have a variety of flowers on this side. Alright, so we've already tied up all of them, and I think the roots are also excited to crawl freely now on the tree trunk. So we just actually have to transfer them on this side. So we'll just carry it out later. Ayan, gorgeous. They look great. Okay, so I'm gonna show you afterwards how it'll look like after we transfer them. Hey, look at that. They look perfect now in this kind of arrangement. Because orchids actually would love it this way. It's better. They could grow faster this way. Because their roots could climb freely. If you could see my orchids behind, they got a lot of roots. And they've grown so fast. They all are very tall now. So, ayan. Mas gusto po nila itong ganitong pagkakatanim sa kanila. Kasi malayang makakagapang yung mga ugat nila sa puno. Ayan, dyan po sa kahoy. Hindi po katulad pag nasa paso, when you put it inside the pot, they are like controlled. Sometimes, it gets too crammed inside, kaya nabubulok yung ugat. And nagkakaroon din ng water retention, kaya nabubulok din talaga yung ugat, pati yung sanga niya. But in this kind of arrangement, we could avoid water retention, we could avoid repotting every now and then. So, less work for us, and the orchids would love it also. Okay, by the way, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my subscribers for subscribing to my channel and for watching my videos. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak-banyak. Sisi. I appreciate your support. So for those who haven't subscribed yet, you may subscribe to my channel for more about gardenings. Anything about gardening, DIY about gardening, making your backyard more beautiful, arrangements, landscaping, taking care of roses, orchids, and other plants. So ayan. So I hope you like this video. Please like my video, put your comments down below, and until next, thank you.